on Twitter and shit that be posting these tickets, bro. This nigga put up $1,500 for let me see, 7 pick parlay. He put up 1,500 to win 40,000. James Harden 4 threes, James Harden 10 assists, Grayson Allen 2 threes, Tobias Harris 1 3, Giannis over 10.5 boards, Maxey over 17.5 and 2 threes. 40 racks, dog. I couldn't imagine throwing 1,500 down every other night on a fucking bet. I want to know what they fucking bank account look like. That shit crazy.
Now 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Goddamn
play action. It's Wentz.
Y'all started yet, money?
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now the big story here in this one, Carson Wentz, of course, back in Indy.
At least
he was a 17-game starter as a Colts QB a season ago. Picked up in a trade with Philadelphia. The numbers weren't all bad. 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But a Week 18 loss to 2-14 Jacksonville. It kind of wrote the end of his time in the Circle City, and he was sent to Washington on March the 9th. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Hey,
and he's going to take this ahead for around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm about to tell him, man. Just because I genuinely care about his well-being, he should really tell niggas he's trading and shots in my face.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Huh?
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Oh, man. Integrity of the league, man.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And this throw incomplete. Come on. And the defender all over him that time. He's going to lead to 3rd down. They're such a talented
team. He got the corner up the fuck out of money.
You seen that shit?
Nah, I didn't know that's what Doug did.
He just did. That's what I'm asking. He did. He tried to, buddy. He got a knockout animation. Damn, the Knicks won. Dog, the Knicks are on fire, bro. I thought they was gonna lose that bitch. They won. Oh, he doubling this nigga.
I hear Nick.
That's Robinson. Touchdown.
Oh, he fucked him up, though. He fucked him up.
That's what man do, though.
He can catch the short passes. He can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there. Catch one.
Oh, it's because he had fullback. Was that a fullback?
Yeah, that is.
So the fullback runs a different
Robinson. No, there's 2 different railroads.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
What I'm saying, when they have fullback and you set them on the wheel, do it give a different route animation?
No, there's a wheel route, and then there's a, that's right off the edge. Like the cutting edge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that a hot route for anybody can do? I wonder if that's just him pushing up on the defense.
It might be where the fullback is in the formation.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because he was doing that against Retro, but Retro started covering that shit.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
Did he play that division?
See the game plan and trying to attack them this week because
or
you take it away 4 times to
interceptions.
What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. The winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better.
Mixon hit it, all the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule.
Oh, he fumbled. Oh, shit. My God. These fumbles out of hand in this big
corner route.
From the 39,
you want to get out them blues. Oh, he's making
this will be caught at Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15,
corner
just a
route.
yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Oh, Jack,
28 yards there and give him a first down. A give running right, Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long.
Yeah, he
converts on
scored.
that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Damn.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
throwing, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. Now on 2nd and 16, Jones, and that is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh, no.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That money
it's taking the 26.
They dropping all these passes.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And
it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Every block, every city, every ghetto.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he will find his man, Samuel. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
One more time with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal.
Oh my God, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Yeah. It's picked up. A live ball here. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
What are you winning?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all
around him, he was like,
but he's got the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion left comes Brown. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
Somebody remix that shit or something?
Yards on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You just watched the Roots, nigga.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
This thing with some pain.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
You play what?
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 22.
Yeah, that's it. Ain't doing nothing.
23 yards to pick up there. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that.
Why he's number 4
in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ooh.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz.
Bro.
He's got Gibson on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah.
Sly able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead.
Megatron in 3 seconds.
And he uses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, and he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit.
Exactly. Hear what you just said.
He's giving you 3 seconds.
Right. What the fuck?
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Who said this on
it? All the way down the outskirts of the red zone. 15 yards the first down Washington.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run
sound too good, but it sounds
I got the Saints.
He just whipped my ass too.
Rick's funny.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
This nigga just shot down all his pictures.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball.
I'm walking on the man right now.
The end zone.
But I know the Jags. I know the Jags ain't really got much.
Work his head out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Wentz. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Corner out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
What episode is this? Like, yeah. How many are they doing? Damn. Okay.
A final shot before half for Wentz.
Hey, who you want to get these?
But this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Go,
He's
Gilmore.
at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts team. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take
let me get Brandon.
Cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
What the fuck? Madden is broke. These animations is fucking weird.
Yeah, no, Madden is really fucked up right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were not turnovers because they're really pretty loose with the ball. This lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He said,
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Finesse.
33 yards is the distance.
He probably thought you was going to accept it.
No, I didn't think. I knew he was just going to accept that. I wanted to see what he was going to say though. Cause I like, damn, it's John Ross over there, but damn, they go Calvin Ridley too. But I figured he would. I figured he wouldn't want to part ways with John Ross over Calvin Ridley.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, first
I just need somebody to stretch the field besides two.
Back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down the field and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second.
I didn't know Calvin Ridley was that fast.
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, he already going to race, so I'm going to get some more out of him.
One play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Fuck.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Again, he get him and the young boy Tyson. Hell yeah, that nigga start.
Now on first down. He's got a man complete.
Good Tyson.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7.
Tyson and Brett going. Yeah, they going what's the name?
Third quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and
Yeah, they really got a lot out there. Either.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Ooh.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Who?
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt.
That sounded. Hold on. That sounded. Now that just sounded a little crazy. That's all.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
92 Excel.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now.
Get all my youth from you, man. You could have said Logan Wilson.
I'm going to say, in my first, in my second.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop.
That nigga trying to take away the whole Bengals, man. Sure you and Rich.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, what?
And maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with 3rd and 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here?
Wow,
do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is...
You motherfuckers, man. Stupid bitches.
Down to just 2.
Fuck y'all blocking each other for, man.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Take it at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Well, no kids last.
Out there set and ready for this next drive.
Washington motherfuckers don't want to fight. Tell him my dad. Then fuck you, dad.
Passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've
Tell
seen
your dad stop making you be a bitch.
Non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off,
Yeah,
they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
God damn.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 40 now on second down.
Come on, Adams, man.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about...
I'll give you Megatron in 2 seconds.
Clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
I'll give you Megatron in 2 seconds.
Just because you name him something hard.
Throwing his Wentz. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, third down,
respect
they
it.
would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Wentz going to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Yeah, this nigga ain't even fucking playing. He only got him just to be dick.
They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
No, their options are lower than ours.
No, Uncle picked before me.
Yeah, they had to pick 81 and under.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson.
Wait, you said they had to pick 81 or under.
Overall change, yeah.
Why?
And the Commanders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Yeah.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
I ain't want the man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, we already talked. You already know what I mean, man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're leading in the
talking about Madden, though. We ain't talking about real life.
Any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You don't gotta do it, man.
Back to throw. Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste.
Everything.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I
know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape.
Nope, I can't trade him.
Thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. His coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. Remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's going to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of
scrimmage.
No,
what you mean, my both of them right there?
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure
wow,
now.
I know it's right there.
They're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
Yeah, that's my safety.
Taking care of the ball. All the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He ain't got no pick. He ain't got no pick for the next 2 years.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Who won the money game?
Shotgun now for Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as
I know you're talking about that low.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
Still, everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Damn, money.
They'll look to throw again. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
He still fucking threw it to him. Wow. That's crazy.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe they're
telling y'all, Darren gave another delay it.
Kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
I had a fucking
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
My goddamn controller died.
Washington with the football here.
Wow.
We welcome you back. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Lefty. Lefty. 46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, 5-2. I'm here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Wentz. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete.
He's slow.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry
corner route.
Play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That nigga loud that fucking combination.
Yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Nah, he got the hot route on McLaurin.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss. is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Go. 81. What's about 7?
Bro, that's all he do. That's all he do. Literally nothing else.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they're going to be set
a lot of picks.
Oh, yeah, he do that, yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be.
Damn.
Another one right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Y'all talked before that game or something?
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe.
All he kept doing was throwing the ball up. And I kept doing the same.
So
you guaranteed to get it.
First and goal.
And just put him on Chris Olave.
Handoff running left is Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard
from
the 6 to the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
I'm leaving them one-on-one because I wanted my quarterback to get like some picks. Shit, the nigga was overthrowing the shit to Jesse Bates most of the time.
Final seconds. That one should just about put a capper on this game.
Oh yeah, it's personal with them. I forgot it is personal with them.
Chad about to be up. Now what, money?
Fuck.
Game 5-7. Great 57.
Wentz going to look to throw. It's
I'm back. Hey.
Yeah, what you doing time I play you got? This show, see that?
And they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Big on back action.
Throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. You put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yes, nigga.
To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Where y'all play?
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
No, I'm not. That's something where I push down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10
I just can't find a playbook for real.
Here's Jones.
Huh?
And this is incomplete.
Oh, that's the one I be playing with, the Washington. It got a couple things in there, but I don't know. I just can't. I can't get right with it. Yeah, and they got the bunch formations and the tight formations in there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Nigga don't be trying to play, but I think niggas use the National Football
League. But fun to watch these offenses. They
make them. Don't start the game until they do.
They dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was
fun to
watch from our perspective. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Washington, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they